Have you ever wondered about the most intriguing zombie movie ever made? Before we dive in, please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. George Romero's Night of the Living Dead debuted in 1968, leaving a lasting impact on horror cinema and making zombies a beloved terror. This fascination led to many productions capturing American audiences' imaginations, from Romero's Dawn of the Dead to many lesser-known films. Um, Zombies eventually made their way to TV, with AMC's The Walking Dead sparking a major pop culture phenomenon. However, there's an overlooked Italian B movie that might just be the most captivating zombie film ever created. Uh, Under Michel Sauvy's direction, Cemetery Man offers a fresh take on a familiar horror theme. The story centers on Francesco Della Morte, played by Rupert Everett, a cemetery caretaker who reluctantly defends a graveyard from rising zombies. His monotonous job and growing despair set off a strange journey into philosophical chaos, blending avant-garde horror and dark humor. Cemetery Man is essential for any horror aficionado. The film's brilliance lies in its refusal to stick to one genre. Although violent, the depicted gore takes on a comically irreverent tone. Francesco Della Morte, with deadpan delivery, contrasts humorously with the supernatural mayhem around him. The bizarre, brutal visuals and nonchalant violence initially seem quirky, but soon raise deeper questions about death. Michel Sauvy's direction ensures the film grows increasingly terrifying, culminating in a disturbing nightmare with almost no comedic breaks. Della Morte becomes trapped in a cycle of meaningless violence, right? In this world, death holds no meaning, reminiscent of the nihilistic views in American Psycho. Sauvy seems less focused on glorifying Della Morte and more on depicting his humiliation. Francesco Della Morte stands out as a horror legend, a demon-fighting loner armed with only a pistol, reminiscent of Ash Williams from the horror genre. However, Cemetery Man portrays him as a cosmic joke, stripping him of any dignity. Della Morte, a melancholic and lonely figure, barely clings to the world around him. Everett's performance captures his discontent and bitterness, presenting a character driven by cynical angst rather than campy charm. In an unusual twist, Della Morte yearns for connection despite his life of solitude. Though his story has action-packed moments, his desperate longing for affection is unsettling. All his romantic interests, played by Anna Falchi, seem to me more symbolic than individual production than asset. Cemetery Man explores the lengths people go in their search for human connection, sometimes resorting to violent acts for recognition. Unfortunately, Della Morte remains unnoticed, stuck in a purgatorial existence. Upon its release, Cemetery Man puzzled critics and viewers with its dark humor and enigmatic plot. While some found it off-putting, others couldn't grasp it. The film, with its hyper violent, surrealist black comedy, didn't fit neatly into any category and was perhaps ahead of its time. Over the years, it has garnered a dedicated fan base, recognizing it as an undervalued masterpiece. Uh, Fans of non-traditional cinema now see it as a top achievement in Italian horror, earning praise from figures like Martin Scorsese flack. For cinephiles, Michele Silvi's Cemetery Man is a distinctive cinematic masterpiece, boldly deconstructing horror genre tropes, mixing elements of Taxi Driver and Evil Dead. It tells a Sisyphean horror tale that combines cosmic dread with dark humor. Rupert Everett's performance and Sovi's inspired direction result in stunning visuals and unrestrained creativity. While not a typical zombie movie, it's undoubtedly one of the genre's most inventive works. Speaking of zombies, why don't they ever get lost? Because they follow dead ends. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,